Okay, so kind of dissecting the last 10 years of me, I guess, trying to make it as a professional writer, or really just a writer in general, I mean, just someone that makes fictional works, regardless, I guess, if they get published, if I'm happy with them and people enjoy them. But of course, yeah, the goal has always been to get them published. So I guess, there is that. Thinking about the weekends that I've spent, all the weekend mornings I've spent writing and editing, and how I've used like so many vacation days just to write and edit, and all of my holidays, and just so much time into this one egg in the basket, into this one endeavor of mine, writing. And sometimes I do think, is this a sunk cost fallacy? Like, am I just pouring in all this effort and money and time into doing this, regardless of how much force I do exert? Is it ever going to actually bear any fruit? Is it actually going to lead anywhere? Is it actually going to produce the results that I want or that I wish for, I guess? I don't know. Because it's like, there's nothing that says if you put in X amount of years and X amount of hours and X amount of money and X amount of promotion and X amount of anything, really, you are guaranteed Y. Y being, the success that you would like, or an end result that ends with a positive outcome. You're not really guaranteed that. You just kind of have to keep pulling the slot machine lever and seeing if those three shapes line up. And it's like, I try not to think about it too much because it can kind of get to you. I don't think I've ever really gotten to the point where it did like really sink its teeth in. I do acknowledge that it can be me. Like I said, there is no guarantee that any of this will work. I guess even this YouTube channel to some degree, with all the work that I've put into it, some people are like, what kind of work did you put into this shit? Hi, kitty cat. It's like, sure, there is always that possibility. Regardless of how hard you try, you might not make it. But I don't think that should be a deterrent for anyone that wants to strive to achieve whatever it is they're aiming for. Because realistically, if everyone just kind of gave into that mentality of, hey, I could waste a whole bunch of my life doing this and not get anywhere, so why even try in the first place? It is a bit of a trip just thinking about that, because here I am 10 years on. It's like another 10 years really could pass and I could almost be in the same scenario. Sure, I'm trying different stuff, as I do from time to time. You also don't get anywhere without that persistence. You don't get anywhere without that dedication. You don't get anywhere without, everything that I already said, that time, money, blood, sacrifice, satanic worshiping. Yes, there is such a thing as having a good connection where people just know someone and they can get in, and it takes no effort. And not even to say that those people don't have talent. For some people it is easier, and that does play a huge role. But I mean, there's lots of other people who do, after so long, they get it, and they get exactly what they were striving for. They got what they deserved. That sounds so bad. They got what they deserved. No, I mean that in a very blood sacrifice positive way. But of course, then there is the other side. It's kind of like playing the lottery. You just keep spending money like, oh yeah, I've spent so much money on this lottery, I'm just bound to win. It's probably not. The game is rigged, like hardcore, but I don't know. That's my thoughts on my own spot in life at the moment. Sometimes I think that might apply to me. Sometimes I feel like that might be like the lane that I'm in. Here I am, wasting another weekend, but also at the same time, nothing will happen if you don't make it happen, so you got to actually do it if it's something that you truly believe in. So I guess that's what I'm here doing, because I believe in it. So yeah, if you find yourself thinking that, maybe that does apply to you, you feel like you've already spent so much time and energy wasting for something that you might not see the actual, Like, you might not see the actual end result that you were looking for. It's funny because as I'm talking, I just keep looking at my fucking board with all the magazines, you know, all the publishers that I submitted my short stories to, and they're all exes. Like, now for context, yeah, this is what the whiteboard looks like. Trying to keep the names redacted. So yeah, that's what it looks like though. And so I'm sitting here like, yeah, sunk cost fallacy. All that effort, all that pain of rejection. Even if I did just sell one short story, it's like, sure, that would be cool, but it won't make me happy, you know? It won't like solve all my problems. It'll just be something that I can say I did and be proud of. And realistically, I'm still proud of the things that I made, even if they don't get anywhere. And if you are someone who kind of feels in the same spot, I don't know. Are you happy with what you made? Did you do it for yourself? If you're happy with it, what does it matter? Sure, you could be like me and you want other people to see it and enjoy it because that's kind of also why you did it. There is more happiness to be found in other ways of thinking versus just being kind of rigid in your way of thinking and only thinking that you're only going to be happy if you get what you want.
Blood sacrifice.
You know, only plan A, essentially. Alright, so things on the wall! Sunk cost fallacy. Good luck finding anything. I mean, I keep talking about low-key, you know, this guy. Yeah, you know, the song Rise and Fall on a daily basis. I mean, Eminem has a lot of songs about, you know, trying really hard and failing. In his movie 8 Mile when he choked and shit, you know, that really happened. You can spend a lot of time with things and, you know, not get anywhere. There are other avenues of thinking. There are different ways of looking at it. I feel like it actually just got to me more now talking about it than it actually ever really did. Just looking at that fucking wall. The whiteboard is what I meant to say. The wall is on this wall. Ha! Yep, sunk cost fallacy. Shit's a bitch. That's all I gotta say about that. Bye.